G'day guys, it's John from the reproductivegarden.com, and you can probably see behind me my top bar beehive, and what we're doing today is just placing it where it's going to stay. G'day guys, it's John from the reproductivegarden.com, and you can probably see behind me my top bar beehive, and today we're going to be basically placing it in the spot where it's going to stay for however long. I don't know. I guess it'll be a very or a reasonably permanent spot, unless I decide to redesign things or move it, or if we move house or something like that, we might have to move it. But I mean, it is the spot where the beehive is going to go. So I'll just show you the sorts of considerations that I've taken into account when I've placed the beehive here. Okay, so that's the beehive there. It hasn't got any its roof on it at the moment. Its roof is just there, ready to go on. But yeah, things I've taken into account is the direction that the holes are facing. So basically, this face of the hive is facing in a north or a north, sort of northeasterly direction, and that's because being in the southern hemisphere, the sun comes from the north, where in the northern hemisphere the sun will come from the south, so you'd have it facing south. And basically that means that you've got the winds, like southerly and westerly winds are what we mostly get here. So southerly winds, obviously southerly winds are going to come from that direction towards here, so that stops the southerlies blowing in the holes. Westerly breezes are going to come from here, so that stops them blowing in the holes as well. So it'll minimise the amount of wind that blows into the entrances. Another consideration is this is right down the back of my my block here, and so it's against the back fence, so the neighbour behind me here very rarely comes up the back. I think the only time they come anywhere near the back fence is when they mow their yard, and the neighbours over this side too, they don't really come down the back of the yard either, so it's going to be as far away from the neighbours as possible. Anyway, there's a few things we need to do. Firstly, and another thing I'm doing as well, just from some videos I've watched and things I've read, rather than set it up so that the bees start in the middle, I'm going to set it up with the one end opened up and all the bars up one end of the beehive, so they can, when they find it, they can find it here and go in, and they can start up here and move their way back. And you can see there I haven't got top bars to do the whole hive. I just need to get some more wood and yeah, and do some more top bars, but I've got time for that. I've got to get some bees in there first, so I'm hoping that a swarm finds it and moves in on their own, or if I hear of a swarm in the meantime, then I'll go and catch the swarm and put it in here. But one of the things I have to do is to bait the hive. So what I'm going to do, I've got some lemongrass oil. Basically this is, it has the same scent as the pheromones of the queen bee. So I'm going to put this in the beehive, just a few drops in the beehive, and hopefully it'll attract some scouts looking for a place for the swarm to stay. So I'll do that now, and all I'll do is I'll move some of these top bars back. Now I don't think I've actually shown you what these top bars look like when I've finished them, but you can see there, they're the 32mm, and I think the new ones I get, I might do them on the 42mm. I've heard 42mm is good for honeycomb, but you can see it's got this bit of dowel. Put it down. It's got this bit of dowel along the middle here, and that's a guide for the honeycomb to be built along. So anyway, I'll move a couple of these top bars back. That should be enough. Take the top off this lemongrass. Rightio, so let's take the top of that, working with one hand's hard. Okay, I'll just put a couple of drops couple of drops there. And over here as well. I think I might try and get some right down in the entrance as well. Alright, geez, probably went a bit overboard. That's alright. Try and get this top back on. There we go. Alright, so got the top back on the lemongrass so it doesn't spill in your pocket. Make sure it's nice and tight. Put these top bars back on. And there we go. So just because that's the way I like things, I'll just line these top bars up a bit so they look nice and straight. So hopefully hopefully that will see the bees being attracted, and I can already smell the lemongrass from here anyway. So if there are any scout bees about looking for a beehive, hopefully they'll find it. So what I'll do now is I'll put this roof on top. Just slides down now. And we'll start. Like I said, I should have bought my... There you go. Hopefully that wasn't too sickening for you. Okay, I'll put this bit on top. Alright, so there you go. That's the top bar beehive. So we've got this hole open too. The other holes are just plugged up with corks. And yeah, so that's it. All ready to go. Hopefully very soon we'll get a swarm here. Right, so that's it. Hopefully this top bar beehive has some bees find it very soon. When a swarm arrives, or if a swarm arrives, I'll definitely show you guys what happens when I might not be here when they get here. Who knows if I am? I'll definitely be running up and grabbing the camera and filming it while they settle themselves in. If I hear of a swarm and I go and catch it, I'll definitely be filming the catching of the swarm and putting it in the beehive. But yeah, as soon as I've got bees, I'll be getting a video up, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, that's it for now, and until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye.